Well, I see two real advantages to understanding some methods in political science. One is, in classes, you can begin to understand that your professors are not talking off their fingertips. They're not just making arguments, that there's evidence behind what they're saying. The second thing is when we're listening to politicians or reading coverage of politics in the media, we could ask the question, what information are they basing this conclusion on? And do I find their method of arriving at the conclusion compelling, which is as important as the substance of what they're saying? And I think that we see both of those things as a priority in what we're trying to show in these boxes.
One of the important reasons for doing these boxes on what political scientists do and political science research is to help our students get a better understanding of research methods and how to use that understanding in their everyday life. So an example would be if you're looking at a public opinion poll and you see a public opinion poll that is telling you certain things about what the American public thinks. If you have an understanding of how that poll is done and what a random statistical sample looks like and what a confidence interval is and how big a sample you need to say something of confidence about what the American public thinks, you'll be a much better consumer of a public opinion poll. And that's a relatively small example. But on a bigger level, I think it will help our students be able to sort out the kinds of political arguments that are made sometimes without having a strong foundation in fact and evidence. That these boxes should help our students understand how we know what we know and how people can make legitimate claims about political knowledge. And that if someone is just spewing information that's not rooted in some kind of foundation of social scientific research, that's not going to be as compelling as if someone can actually give some real evidence based on a study that is rooted in some hard research. And so I think if students have that understanding of how we know what we know and the basis for knowledge, that will help them be better consumers of political information.